Hello everyone, my name is Faith Muteki and this is my platform Parenting Conundrums. Thank you for the feedback in the previous videos concerning bedwetting. I'm hoping that you have looked into it. Today I want to talk about finances, financial literacy for children. Yes, even as a parent, you may get the same tips and apply them in your own life. But there's an article that I came across and it brought so much insight into my life, and also why we need to have the conversations concerning finances with our children. Now, when did you get the concept? When did you understand the concept of money? Like right now, in the age group that I represent, the ATMs were not there. The automated teller machines were not there. So getting money most of the times was going to the bank. So quick question. What does your child know about money? There are these phrases, and why I'm asking this question is because try and explain to a child that you don't have money. And they say, why don't you just you press some buttons against a wall and money comes out. And then in the current situation that we are in, where mobile money is the way to go, you just press buttons, key in some PIN words, some passwords, and you have money in your M-Pesa. If they need to go anywhere, the matatu, if the vehicle is not available, you can get your taxi. And for us, way back when, even getting that taxi was an issue. But nowadays, everything seems to be happening on our phones. And getting money seems not to be a problem. So children know there's money. But there's something we are missing out. We are trying as much as possible to give our children the things that we felt we missed out when we were younger. Case in point, there are certain toys, there are certain items that I see around me, and I keep wondering, like, where were these things when I was younger? Because if they were around, but with my mother, the chances would be no. If I had those things, I would have wanted them. So now that I see them and I have the money, why not? Why not get that thing? And most of the times, even buying it for yourself, it's like it's like what? Yes, you're saying you're buying it for your child, but in essence, you're buying it for yourself. So it's like a 2-in-1 package. There are two people, there are two customers here, two clients. So I just want to give a slight heads up. Start having the conversation concerning money with your child now. Yes, they know the notes. Hopefully they get to know about the notes. They get to know about the coins, the different currencies. You can even have the hashtags that are there. You can have Money Mondays or Financial Fridays or something. But please have a conversation with your children concerning money. Why is this important? Number one, and I've highlighted it just a little bit in my previous conversation. In what I was saying a few minutes ago. The very fact that they are growing up, there's something called compound interests. Compound interests. You may not go into the big terms, but the thing about it is, look at your own life now. Are there some financial lessons, some tips, some gems that you have gained over a period of time in your existence that if you had learned at a younger age would have helped you out? The very fact that there are lessons that you keep on saying, if I knew this earlier, I would have those. Even though you're not going to have a one-on-one conversation, write it down and pass it on to the next generation. When the boy turns, gets to teenagehood or their next birthday, like, can you create platforms, whether one-on-one or having the written word or whatever means that you prefer, that you feel comfortable when it comes to recording some of these insights. So look at your own life. We keep on saying that money is not enough. It's a complicated relationship with money. It's a situationship and all that. No sooner do you get money than it goes. So that is still a struggle that your children will need or will what encounter when they are growing up. So why not save them the trouble? Yes, they might make some few mistakes like you have. Like for me, I know there are some things when it comes to getting a loan. If I'm getting a loan, what am I getting that loan for? It should not be, I believe it was the centonomy class where they mentioned about flossets. It's not something to floss over. It should be something that is getting me to a better position and not depreciating in value. When it comes to savings, I am looking at, by the time I'm saving, am I saving for? What am I saving for? There has to be a goal attached to that saving, such that I'm not putting money away and then suddenly something else comes up, a relative, something called black tax, where now the family relationships come into place and you have to step in. So whatever you have been saving for a long time suddenly just disappears because you have to give this way, you have to give that way. So I have learned that. What have you learned about money that you can and should be passing on to the next generation as soon as possible? So one of the things, and it's just a couple of insights that I want to pass on to you. Number one, can children get to know that, by the way, patience pays? There's this element, and I mentioned it, whereby we yes, and I mentioned even me as a guardian, as a parent, what I'm in a position whereby if I want to treat my nephews, if I want to spoil them, and I have the finances, I will do that. And especially if it's in an area that I have not experienced. So I'll be going to experience it, but taking my nephews or the children in my care to experience it, but it's me feeling a certain need. So it's not bad to spoil your children. I'm just saying that, can they learn how to save and be patient? They want a PS5. Do they really need a PS5? Do they need, what is this thing that they keep on saying? And do they need to have it then and there? So is it possible for them to get an allowances, but not attached to household duties? I usually don't like that. That's my opinion. Everybody has their own path. So is there a way that a project they can do, a service that they can offer, whereby now they get an allowance, and then that allowance goes, they give, that's maybe the tithe, they spend on something that they like, or they save. Yeah, the three categories. There's giving, there's spending, and there's saving. Are children able to, yes, you want that toy, yes, you want that snack, yes, you want that experience, but can they learn that patience pays? And this is a skill that needs to be taught over and over again, because if there's one thing that is even coming closer and closer, is that right now, even you as an individual can get money just like this from just by dialing a few numbers. And even though you're on the the CRB, you have bad loans, you don't even know when you're getting money, you can still get money. But do you even know how to pay it? That's another thing. So now, point number one is, can they learn patience based? And this has to be, you have to teach them over and over again. Now, another point when it comes now to the loans, can they know that today's debt is robbing them of tomorrow's happiness? By the time you are borrowing something, even for you as an individual, just know that by the time you are borrowing money, you are taking away for today, you are taking away the opportunities for tomorrow. Yes, there's good debt and there's bad debt. Those are conversations. Even a teenager right now, you can have that conversation. It's not a must for you to get a loan for something and you do not know where you're getting the income to pay off that loan. So will you be running around because of bad loans? So can they know that today's debt, yes, you'll be happy, you have the money and the rest, but it's robbing you of tomorrow's happiness and tomorrow's opportunities. So be patient and know about good and bad debts. I have mentioned about compounding interest. The fact that a child, like right now, if you are, when I go around and maybe there's a topic about retirement, something I'm passionate about, how are people planning themselves for retirement? You get to a point where somebody is at a certain age and they have not thought about retirement, and yet it is approaching. So the thing that is a beneficial thing is children have time, compounding interest, where they gain what? I'm looking for the terms. Like the money that they save and the interest upon that the money they save gets, there's something on top of it. Like time works for them. So the earlier they save, the better for them. Remember the lessons you have learned, pass it on. Good. So those were the main ones that I wanted to just have. Can you start having a conversation about money? Let them not just know that mom has the money, dad has the money, or whatever the case, or when they need something, uncle so-and-so or auntie so-and-so is going to sort them out. Start that conversation today. Money Mondays, Financial Fridays, get a catchphrase and start talking to your children. Pass on those lessons as soon as you can, and I believe they will have a better financial future in the coming days. So don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share, and I'll see you soon in my next video. Bye-bye. Thank you.